Hey makeup lovers, we have today a new beauty to talk about. I just got this in today, the Urban Decay Naked Ultimate Basics All Matte Naked Palette. And I have it on today. It's so beautiful. All mattes on this one. Now, this one color up here I think you could call maybe almost a satin. It has a little tiny bit of sheen to it, but basically an all matte palette. So I am blown away by the quality of all of these mattes. They're all very consistent. They're all very pigmented and not dry or hard or streaky at all. So this first line up here, you have sort of the lights, pinkish, purplish cast line. And then down here you have your warms, and then you've got a couple of dark colors here. It also comes with a completely awesome brush, which I used to put on my shadow today. Urban Decay's brushes in their palettes are just really well thought out. They have really come up in the world with their brushes. This is a double-ended brush, and it has sort of a small, flattish brush on one end, and then this is the most awesome eyeliner brush ever. Look at this little thing. I did my eyeliner under my eyes today. It is the most perfect eyeliner brush. I'm going to leave this out on my vanity and use this to do under my eyes like every day. A lot of palettes, a lot of eyeshadow palettes, they'll just throw a sort of a double-ended brush in there or a single-ended brush in there like they don't care, like an afterthought. Urban Decay, every single palette has an outstanding brush in it. So I'm going to swatch these for you. The top line, the pinks, start with a color called Blow and Nudie. Blow has just the teeniest bit of eggshell to it. It kind of doesn't look like it on my hand, but that's Blow, and then this is Nudie. You can't even really see it on my skin tone because I'm so pale. I could probably put that on there all day and you still wouldn't be able to see it. Anyway, next two are called Commando and Tempted. It's Commando and that's Tempted. I have both of those on today. And then you have Instinct and Lethal. Okay, Instinct and Lethal. So there are your pink to purples. Okay, bottom warm-ish line. We have Pre-Game and Extra Bitter. Extra Bitter is for that pumpkin spice look that you're wanting to do this fall. Then we have Faith and Lockout. Faith and Lockout. And then we have Magnet and Blackjack. Magnet and Blackjack. Blackjack is not showing up as black as it should. It's kind of weird, acting weird as I'm trying to put it on my finger. It's not going on evenly. I think maybe that one is just actually a dark gray and not so much a black. So these are your warms. You know what's really cool? This package, this is 3D. This is like not just a picture on there. This is like three-dimensional. Kind of has that shattered look that they've been doing on some of their palettes lately. So I'm loving this, loving this. It went on so smoothly and evenly today. Let me tell you how I put this on. First of all, I started out by putting the color Nudie all over my lid, just as sort of a base. And then I put Tempted on my lower lid, sort of. My crease, I put the color called Lockout, which is a brown from the bottom row. Corner, I put Lethal, a beautiful dark plum. Used Blow as my highlight, and then I went back with the color called Instinct and sort of blurred my crease up into my highlight with that, and lined underneath my eyes with Tempted, and then outer part down here I lined with Lethal. So I kind of went a little dark today. You can also go pretty light with this palette too. The color saturation on these is outstanding. Every color I was happy with, except as I'm, testing Blackout out on my hand, it's not really paying off very well, but all the other colors had a really good payoff. And they're not dusty, they're not chalky, they're not really kicking up too bad. There's no fallout at all. When I was putting them on, just no fallout at all with these. Perfect consistency to apply without any fallout. Blending, blending, blending so nicely together. I think all of the colors go really well together. I think you can mix this up pretty well. Perfect palette for fall. I just think mattes kind of lend themselves to fall. Metallics do as well, but somehow mattes and metallics are both very fall to me. Beautiful. You know what's really cute is that this brush is the perfect size to go inside these little trays that the little pans that they have the eyeshadows in. Really good brush. I use this to apply my lid colors. I use this to go in my crease. And I use this end to line. Perfect little brush. So I'm trying on today for the first time a sample I got from Sephora of their 10-hour Wear Perfection Foundation. This is what the sample card looked like, and of course I am using the absolute lightest one. The color is called Clair Light number 10. I do have that on today, and this is a nice foundation. I've never really tried Sephora's foundations. I've never expected much of them. This one went on really nice. So it gives you a dewy finish. It's not a matte finish, and it really has a lot of coverage. I'm going to wear this throughout the day and see if this does give me long wear, like it says 10-hour long wear foundation. But I'm loving the color match, and I'm loving the finish on it. It's excellent coverage without looking dry, matte, or cakey. The quality of it going on was just as good as my high-end foundations that I have. So let me try that out for you and get back to you later. Also have on today a Maybelline product. This is the Brow Define and Fill Duo by Eye Studio. I have the color on called Auburn. This is a really nice product because it is dual-ended. So we have a little tiny liner type pencil crayon on the end, and then the other end is a powder. And it's one of those cool applicators that you sometimes get with eyeshadow, etc., where you push into here and you load up the little applicator here. This is a really nice little powder here. See, look at the coverage on that powder, and it's just a brow powder. Here is the color in the pencil. I'm also going to try this out for several hours and see how this holds up for you guys. Pencil is sort of hard, but sort of has a creamier consistency than a lot of eye pencils. A lot of eye pencils can be very hard. This is somewhere between creamy and very hard on the scale. So I will be back in several hours to let you know how all of this wore. Hey there everybody, it's been actually a few hours, and this Sephora supposedly 10-hour wear foundation has already kind of given up. I had my glasses on earlier, and it rubbed off under my glasses right here, and then I ate dinner and it's gone from my chin, it's gone from here, and it's gone all under my nose. So has not held up for 10 hours to say the least, but this Maybelline eye pencil or brow pencil that I got is holding up really well. I'm really happy with the results on that, and it's not fading. A lot of times brow products will fade sort of toward the tail end of your brow after so many hours, but yeah, the Sephora stuff did not really hold up very well. It's a pretty foundation, but it doesn't last very long at all. Coming up soon, I have on today actually the Becca Rose Quartz, the new Becca Rose Quartz highlighter, and I love it, and I will give you a full review of that soon. So I'll see you then.